and we just felt like he gave us the best chance to win the game. He's dealt with a lot of adversity. He's a confident kid. I think he's fine.
They take a look at the Dolphins offense quickly, guys. When Ryan Fitzpatrick under center compared to Tua Tagovailoa, I mean, sorry, Flores, we have to make this full screen because you made it a little confusing for us. We saw Tua get benched. Ryan Fitzpatrick threw a crucial interception as the game came to an end. What do we make of this quarterback sitch? What's going on?
I wasn't surprised from what we saw earlier this season. I just thought that he was banged up. When he took that shot, and you look at it in slow motion, I don't know if it was his hip, his knee, something got caught underneath him. It could have been his ankle. So immediately I thought, protect your most valuable piece. Tua, he's the moneymaker. He's the franchise guy. What he has shown us over the last few weeks, that he will be the quarterback of the future. And if you're in a game that you're in and still have a chance to win it, but the risk is putting your quarterback at risk, then go ahead and make that swap.
Down 7, game on the line. Because of potential, maybe he might get hurt. He was healthy.
I'm telling you, a guy that's been injured, he got rolled up on. I thought he hurt his ankle. I'm no doctor, so I'm not saying it is. And after listening to Flores, he said, well, I took him out because, I just want to switch it up. I felt like Tua was banged up. And then when you watched him on the sideline, like we're doing now, he had a little bit of a giddy up. Ain't no pimp walk. I felt like he was banged up. I think he looked at Flores. Flores looked at him and said, let's go with Fitz. I know Fitz can give us a chance. And Fitz does what he does, which is get us excited, and then he threw a pick.
It was perfect. I think they pulled him because Tua didn't have it all day. We've talked about this for weeks. He hasn't been great. He's just been okay, and the defense especially has been great, and they're winning and winning. He didn't have it at all yesterday. Even the touchdown to Parker was just on a short field. He never led them down the field. It wasn't there, and I respect Flores for saying, get out of there. We got to win this game. Get out. And that breaks all the cardinal rules of coaching and what his messages give to the locker room. And then sometimes maybe it just wasn't his day. Maybe he didn't have it, which after the game he immediately says, no, Tua's our guy, and we'll go right back to him. It's really unconventional, but it almost worked. It was the right move. It's really disappointing for me as a Tua enthusiast, as we all are. He'll fight another day, and I think Flores will start him next weekend. It's wild, very unconventional.
I think you're playing with fire. Okay. Now, it's a rookie quarterback, very malleable. If I throw a pick, am I being benched? If I get sacked and I don't throw the ball, am I getting benched? And, oh, my gosh, I'm Tua. I'm the guy. Give me the rock. I want the ball and the touchdown left. Unless Tua's like, hey, I'm hurt, you don't very often see a coach say, well, we want him to be in, but just to protect him for the future, we're going to take – to me, he thought that Tua was ineffective, and he put in Fitz. And to me, that could do a lot to a rookie. And I don't know. This is playing with fire, and Flores has been hitting it a lot. And
that's the old thinking.
He
was playing with fire to bench Fitzpatrick's too, wasn't he?
I feel like he's been hitting on 17 a lot, and it's been working. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I let Tua finish this one out and kind of ride through the adversity and not just pull him and put him.
Nate, let's say there wasn't an injury. Let's say there wasn't an injury. We believe what Flores is saying. We're taking that at face value. That's not the way to handle a rookie, right? Aren't they supposed to be handled delicately? It's his job, for better or for worse, or is there a valuable learning experience?
Do you think that Flores handles anything delicately?
I'm asking you if you think it's being.
Of a coach.
I'm not asking you about I'm asking you if you think it was that's handling it correctly.
No, I feel like Brian Flores handles his team the way that he approaches life. Very serious. He's matter of fact. He makes a decision. Everybody has to adjust. And I do feel like Tua's a little bit different. One, mentally, he's a little bit more mature than most quarterbacks.
Okay.
I met him on a few occasions. He's not your typical rookie. Secondly, he came in with a significant injury. So if he has any idea about keeping him safe, then he's going to pull him. As far as this quarterback situation, I feel like Flores, Kyle brought this up last week, can be the only coach in the business that can rotate quarterbacks and we won't care. I wouldn't challenge him. This isn't Josh Rosen with the Cardinals. No, this is Tua. He's looking at the future and right now. And if he wants to put a carousel quarterbacks between Fitzpatrick and Tua for the rest of the season, I wouldn't question one move that Flores makes.
How about that? Cleveland, they rock.
Love it. Cleveland, they do rock. Great
Drew Carey.
Great one, Peter. I needed that this morning. Cleveland moving into second place. Take a look. In the AFC North after that win behind only the undefeated Steelers. They are the heaviest run team in the NFL behind Chubb and Hunt. They won back-to-back games, guys, in disgusting, gross conditions you would never catch me in. So I will say, January?
Sure.
Likely to go to Buffalo, Kansas City, or Pittsburgh. They could make some things happen, especially with the way they win games.
No doubt about it. They have the best backfield in all of football. When Chubb went down, it was Kareem Hunt holding it down. And he looked good. And then Chubb came back, and I was like, I wonder if he's banged up. No, he wasn't. He looks fantastic. And the reason I want to bring that up is because it is that time of the year. There's going to be some places that are going to be cold. There's going to be some weather conditions like we saw this past weekend. Just ugly. football needs to be played, and the Cleveland Browns can do it that way. It's almost like the receivers fit that mold too. The tight ends fit that mold. And Baker's not glamorous. Baker's gritty. Baker's a dude that he likes to win ugly. And the fact that you have Chubb and Hunt, I'll just say this. As well as they're playing, could this be the most dangerous team in football? Not the most talented, or not the best record, but the most dangerous because they have two backs that can run in all weather conditions. And that's what you're going to need to do in December and January.
All right, so I agree. Peter, you were kind of ironically quoting Cleveland Rocks with Drew Carey. What's the name of the woman on that show with all the eye makeup?
Yeah, Marla? No.
She's got a Polish last name.
Yeah.
Does she? I'm trying to think of the character's name.
Research!
Marla, whoever it is. The Browns don't need all that makeup. They're not fancy. Someone's saying it in my ear and I can't understand. Minnie? Mimi! All right, they're not Mimi. Marla, Mimi.
Mimi Bobek.
All right, Mova! Everything they do works in the sense. Here's what's crazy about the highlight. Baker's not really in it. Odell is not on the team, not on the building. Myles Garrett didn't even play in this game because of COVID, and he's the best player on their whole team, he and Chubb, and who cares? It doesn't matter. We started the show talking about the Raiders and saying they run the ball and they're tough. This is kind of the same deal here. I feel like if they just had Chubb or if they just had Hunt, I would still be afraid of them. They got them both. This is a full Legion of Doom, may they rest in peace tag team here. Run, play D. It's late. It's almost December. This is 7-3. They haven't beaten the Eagles since 1994. Weird new things are happening with the Browns. And if we like to put everything in the awards conversation, don't think Stefanski is not part of the Coach of the Year conversation, especially after what happened to Flores yesterday. Stefanski is way in it. Do not want to play the Browns right now. They run and they hit.
This game yesterday was playing in this pouring rain on the East Coast. This was the game that everyone got on Fox, and everyone's watching it. You're like, I'm just glad I'm inside watching this. They turned the lights on at 1 o'clock. That's how dark it was. The lights were fully on, and that's when defense steps up. And we were making the highlights, and we're talking about Taki and what a great last name he has. It's a great play. Let's watch this again. Yeah. This was a game changer. Sione Taki makes the play, and you're like, I just want to say his name over and over again. Taki. Go on. Taki. But there's more to it than just a name. This is a dude who's got a great NFL story and is a great NFL player. Let's see his resume for a second, just so you see like the basics on the bullet points. Okay. But I'll tell you even more. It's a third-round pick back in the draft in Nashville. Okay. He was a BYU captain, but he got in trouble at BYU, was out of football entirely, working other full-time jobs, and was completely off the radar.